Thomas was fed up. He'd been stuck in the yard shunting coaches and trucks for the other engines for several weeks and hated it. The bigger engines thought it was very funny and would laugh rudely at him. To make matters worse, he had been moved to the harbor after Rosie had had an accident with some trucks. Thomas had just returned from his washdown one evening when he noticed some new-looking vans standing under the harbor sunroof.
Ah, Thomas, you're back. James has just brought these new vans here from the other railway. The vans we currently got are on their last wheels, so these are the new ones to be used for the Flying Kipper from now on. I'll need you to shunt these vans for Henry tonight.
Alright, sir. Then could I please go back to my branch line?
For the 20th time, Thomas, you can have your branch line back when I'm convinced you've earned it.
But it's been weeks since I've been...
And it will be even longer if you don't stop complaining about it. Engines on my railway do as they are told without fuss. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
That's a good engine. Now off to the sheds for a good night's rest.
The Flying Kipper typically leaves the harbor at around 5:30 in the morning. Thus, it has to be shunted into place well ahead of time so the men can load up the vans with crates of fish. Rosie didn't mind getting up this early to get the vans ready, but Thomas did. He liked being able to sleep in before he started work.
Well, at least they won't be able to make fun of me at this hour.
Right. And don't worry. Once we've shunted those vans, you can have a well-deserved rest while it's still dark. Sound good?
The new vans were in the same spot that Thomas had seen them last when he returned to the harbor, but the signalman at the docks was asleep on the job and thought he had the point switched to that siding. Thomas, who was not fully awake, didn't notice that he was about to collect the old, worn Kipper vans instead of the new ones.
That big green fuss pot better be more appreciative tonight.
And before he knew it, Henry arrived, feeling most pleased with himself.
Well, Thomas, you sure know how to put a train together. Perhaps the Fat Controller should make your position at the harbour permanent. It would sure suit the smell of fish you've got going.
Don't get too comfortable with it, you big green whale. Because once Rosie's mended, it's back to my branch line for me.
Well, excuse me, but with that kind of attitude, I wouldn't count on that happening anytime soon.
As soon as the guard was ready, Henry slowly made his way out of the harbor. Thomas was just about to go back to sleep when he noticed...
Wait, what Oh no! Henry, wait! Sir, I think Henry's got the wrong vans. The new vans were meant to be on that train. Permission to take them to Henry before it's too late?
Alright, Thomas, but take a brake van with you.
So Thomas hurried along the main line with the new vans in tow. He couldn't go nearly as fast as the bigger engines, but he did his best.
Must get to Henry. Must get to Henry.
Henry, meanwhile, was making good time. Neither he nor his crew were aware that they were carrying the wrong vans.
Evening, Edward. I take it you're my banker tonight.
Oh, yes. Let me just get into place and we shall be on our way. Henry, these vans near the brake van?
Oh, you noticed those. Aren't they a fine sight?
Yeah. They're a sight, all right.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. Just, are you sure these vans will hold till you reach the mainland?
Of course. They arrived fresh yesterday. So why wouldn't they?
Fortunately for Thomas, Henry's stop had given him time to catch up, but...
Oh, come on.
Unfortunately, hurrying used a lot of water, and the stops at the water towers were slowing him down.
Don't tell me he's made his way up the hill already.
All set up there, Henry? These vans sure did get a bump out of you. They must be troublesome tonight.
Thank you, Edward. I'll see you when it's daybreak.
Phew!
What a soda!
His driver looked back and noticed an alarm.
I'll be struck by a tree. Where's the rest of our train?
The driver applied the brakes, and Henry came to a stop just outside the next station. Thomas felt terrible that he couldn't stop the train from falling apart, but he was also very relieved that he could finally catch up to Henry.
Henry, thank goodness, I got the new vans right here.
Oh, thank you, little top... Wait. Oh, don't tell me you gave me the wrong vans. I might have known. Well, I hope you're proud of yourself, Thomas. You've just delayed one of the most important deliveries the railway has to offer. Tell me again why you think you're so deserving of your own branch line.
Tell you? Nah, I think I'll show you, thank you. Right, let's get that fish loaded into these new vans.
Thankfully, most of the fish boxes were intact, so Thomas's driver, fireman, and guard joined Henry's crew in unloading the fish from the unhurt vans into the ones Thomas brought. They worked as fast as they could, but even working as a team, the job took a long time.
I've got to hand it to you, Thomas. You sure know how to mess up an important train even more. Now I'll be later still.
Who says you will be later still?
I do. Wait, don't tell me you're going to take the train onwards for me. Oh, yeah, good luck with that. Next thing you know, you'll run out of pop before you've even reached Crovan's Gate.
We'll see about that.
Told you so.
But Thomas wasn't going to let Henry taunt him for any longer, so he tried to move them again. His wheels slipped as they slowly made their departure.
I can do it. I will do it.
You got him, boy. Keep it up and we can make up for lost time.
But that was easier said than done. It was tough moving what was now a full and heavy train, but he forged on. The smell of fish trailed behind, and people in the nearby cottages shut their windows. At last, tired but triumphant, Thomas made it to the other railway just as the sun was starting to rise. When the train was passed on to the other engine, Thomas made his way back, light engine, and thankful for the easy journey back. He was looking forward to a nice long rest in his shed. But as he passed the place where Henry's old vans had collapsed, who should be standing there waiting for him but the fat controller?
Oh boy, I'm in trouble now.
I honestly don't believe it, Thomas. First you speed down Edward's branch line without a brake van, then you get Henry's train mixed up. I thought keeping you in the yards would teach you sense, but I'm starting to think I was wrong. However, Henry here told me that you tried to put things right by bringing him those new vans and finishing his delivery for him. I'm proud of you. Well, I won't be putting you back on passenger duties for a while because you started this mess. I think your initiative tonight has earned you back your branch line.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And thank you, Henry.
After he helped clear the wreckage, Thomas returned to his branch line. He was still being limited to trucks for the time being. But after all the strife he'd been through at the shunting yards and the harbor, he didn't seem to mind as much. Rosie, on the other hand, hadn't been fully repaired yet, but the harbor had no trouble finding a new substitute.
Well, what do we have here? A red snapper shunting by sea. Thanks for covering me, James. You're doing us all a huge favor.
Shut up, Thomas! I'll be so glad when Rosie gets back.